All right, our top plays of the year from the girls. Coney's Abby Morrow from half court beats the buzzer against Mount Ararat. Are you kidding me? Biddeford's Natalia Silva with the sweet Euro step to finish against Brunswick. How about Kennebunk's Riley Ewing? Fakes the pass and then goes in for two. And South Portland's Maya Lawrence. How about the offensive rebound? This one almost scrapes the roof and it drops. Our girls' plays of the year. Now, the Southers won the last 5 Class C state championships in boys, with Monmouth winning the school's first boys title last year. The Mustangs are still in the mix, but just like last year, Mount Abram was the king of the regular season.
A year ago, Madison and Winthrop, each at 10 and 8, all have upset ability when they face a top team in the quarterfinals. Halldale lost 4 of 6 to end the year, but has the firepower to pull off an upset. Carabec won 14 games and is the number 3 seed coming out of the East-West Conference. Defending champ Monmouth found its groove after the holidays, winning 10 straight to end the year. Point guard Aiden Oliveira has emerged as a true point guard, while sophomore Levi Laverdier can fill it up, scoring 17 a game. Mount Abram is the number 1 seed for a second straight year. Bryce Wilcox is a primetime scorer and can fill it up with the best of them. Killian Pillsbury is lethal from outside, and the Roadrunners like to do that, run, scoring over 60 in 15 of their 18 games.
Now rejoining me to talk Class C South, Michael Hoffer. Now Mount Abram went to the state game last year, falling to, nearly went to the state game, losing to Monmouth by 3 in the regional championship, and they're hoping to get back into that position this year.
Right, and don't be the least bit surprised to see a rematch and a regional final showdown. And you know, a lot of these regions, there's not one clear favorite, but I think in a lot of these regions there are 2 clear favorites, and that's certainly the case here in Class C South with the boys. And if you're looking at a potential dark horse, maybe that Winthrop-Waynfleet prelim game. Possibly maybe could make some noise against Monmouth Academy in the quarterfinals, but it really feels like those teams are maybe on track to show down again here in the Class C South final.
Don't forget Dirigo with Nathaniel Wainwright with championship experience, 1,000-point score. Right. They could end up in the mix. All right, thanks, Michael. Now, everybody likes to reminisce. Let's take a turn in the flashback machine for some great moments of tournament past. 25 years ago this March, Mount Blue capturing its 2nd straight A title behind the great Heather Ernest. 20 years ago, it was Dirigo capturing a championship in the Gavin Kane run. Shannon Daly, the winning shot in the final seconds for the Cougars. And 5 years ago, Edward Little won its 2nd title in 3 years as Austin Brown. The game-winning shot in the final minute. EL won its 2nd title in 3 years. Oh, the memories. Now, back in 2009, Biddeford came a game away from a state championship appearance in girls hoops, falling to eventual champ Deering in the school's only regional championship appearance. This year's edition has high hopes, and we visited Coach Parady's team. One of the leaders, a sophomore who plays with enthusiasm and talent, Jordan Crump. Let us listen to her at practice.
Gabby, Mia, Anna. I don't like when you guys do it because there's not enough energy. Come on.
Are you talking to me?
Was I looking at you?
Oh, sorry.
Go, go. So I got inside. Yes, Mia? I just want to make a shot. Yay!
I'm just waiting for you guys to play that perfect game. I'm waiting for that.
On the big floor.
All these circles, right? I want to see all
Go
these
down.
circles inside. Like,
It'll be on the big floor, the expo floor.
Yeah, no, that's our home.
That's our
Her red carpet.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. She owns that court. That's right. I love it.
Oh, we love seeing people star on the big floor. Now let's turn to Class B South. And after graduation, took some key players from Spruce Mountain. They have been unbelievable this year. 17-1, the top seed. But challengers, Michael, as you'd rejoin us now, are lurking in this region.
Yeah, you know, you've got like these 2 different groups. You've got the group of kind of the mid-coast and the obviously Spruce Mountain's not Mid-Coast, but Madomic Valley and then Oceanside that we've known a lot about in recent years, and no more Breens, but they're still going to be really good. And this Biddeford team, how good can they be? I think they have the potential to maybe make a deep run. You've also got Wells and York in the mix there, so it goes deeper than some of the other regions, I guess would be my points, and we'll see if Spruce Mountain can take that next step and get back and finish the job that they almost took care of 2 years ago.
Hey, let's take a look at my breakdown of this region here. If we can cue that up, our Joe Bailey in the control room. Let's take a look at B-South girls.
Wells senior Marin Maxim was at the top of the scoring list in Western Maine and has the ability to carry a team in the playoffs. Biddeford is young but features elite talent. Jordan Crump can score at all levels, and their second, third, and fourth high scorers are freshmen with the Silva twins and Mia Mariello. Oceanside went 13-5, but all 5 of their losses came to Class A schools. The Mariners are peaking, and Aubriana Hoos is surrounded by a pack of shooters. Madomic Valley has a playoff difference maker in Kaitana Williamson, and the Panthers have enough size to give teams problems. Spruce Mountain has played in regional finals in back-to-back years, but this year was no rebuild. The Phoenix won 17 games with senior Avery Bessie leading a starting lineup that features 2 sophomores and 1 freshman.
Now, one of the cool things about Class B South, you have 4 conferences, Western Maine, Mountain Valley, KVAC, SMAA, all working into one tournament.
You do, and you've got people coming from all over the state. And there's going to be it'll be a great environment at the Expo. I guarantee you the folks from Jay, Livermore Falls, they're going to show up in abundance to cheer on this Spruce Mountain team that, as I mentioned, has a chance to really do something special.
All right, we're looking forward to that, and maybe Biddeford makes a run to a regional
Absolutely.
championship. All right, we will be right back with more tournament coverage here as we take a little bit closer look at the A South girls tournament, the B South boys tournament.